everyone, it's Irish here and welcome to Chapter 4 of Telling a Tale. Today we are going to start things off with a time-lapse in the Nether. I'm going to be trying to use my Looting 3 sword to get some wither skulls, and I think you can tell where we're going from there. So we'll go ahead and start that time-lapse, and I will see you all at the fortress. Okay, so you all are probably wondering what I am currently doing in the end. Yeah, so I had gone ahead and recorded the time lapse. I had sent OBS Studios to record at 5 frames per second since I do not have terribly much storage space. And yeah, the time lapse was an absolute failure. I got a total of like one wither skull, and yeah, I finished the time lapse. It was terrible. It didn't make for good footage, so I decided to take it out of the video. And then yeah, I went on and recorded like a solid like 4 more clips, and then I realized I have not set OBS to record back at 60 frames per second. So, long story short, what happened between then and now is I explained that the time lapse was terrible and it wasn't worth putting in the video, so I went ahead and did another 4 hours of wither skull gathering. And would you look at this, we have 30 of them. And yeah. So now we have enough to fight 10 withers. And then I explained how we were going to go ahead, head over to the end, collect some ender pearls. And then we were going to use a glitch found in the Bedrock edition of Minecraft to fight the wither. And yeah, this glitch is really nice for people like me who are terrible at fighting things in the game. So all we need to do is go find ourselves another end gateway. And I have the coordinates memorized of our previous end gateway. We were at -700, 1000 approximately. And so once we find this other end gateway, I will go ahead, meet up with you all there, and show you this glitch, because it's pretty dang nice. Ooh, do you think we can make that? I am too scared to try and make that. Okay, I will make my way over to the other gateway that I found, and I'll meet y'all there. Okay, so I definitely didn't mean to do this, but while exploring, I came across an end city. Oop, did I just look him in the eye? Yep, I definitely just looked him in the eye. Ooh, and of course my friend rates are dropping right when I may need them to stay up. But yeah, this end city has an end ship as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and rate it, and we're gonna get ourselves an elytra. Okay, I'm super hyped for this, and I'll catch y'all actually once I've gone ahead, finished raiding this end city to show you the resources I get from it, because knowing these, they actually have some pretty good loot. Okay, I will go ahead, stop the recording, because I can't fight things. Well, I'm on cam. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and share this moment with all of you, because we are getting an elytra. Like, what the heck? We are already in here. We're going for it. All we have to do is defeat the shulker boy who just teleported. Oh, I hate it when they do that. And look at that. Look at that. Let's put on our new wings. I have a book of Unbreaking back at my little house up on the hill, and I will be putting that on there, and hopefully soon we'll get some mending books. But let's see. We have Diamond Shovel, Fortune, Iron Boots, Iron Helmet, but I'll take this iron. I won't take that because it's not very much needed. Oh my gosh! That is so much! Ooh, also those are good boots. I'm gonna take those, but let's see, how many diamonds do we get? 10 diamonds? Jeez! This is one profitable end city raid. Okay. Yeah, these are just potions of instant health. I don't think I'll need those. Actually, I'm gonna take them just in case the wither thing has been patched, but I don't think it has. But anyways, we're gonna come out here, see if we can get rid of this guy without getting levitation. Oh wow, look at that! Look at how pro we are. And then all we have to do is hit this, and it's gone! Yes! Okay, this has worked out so much better. I'm gonna go ahead, grab ourselves the dragon head. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall, but luckily I'm... Yeah! Oh my gosh. We are doing so good, and then I believe the coordinates we need to get to are negative 1500, 1700. So that's the wrong way. And let's see. Okay, can I direction on camera? So we need to head that direction and in that direction. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna fly. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. Look how fast we're traveling. And then we have tons of gunpowder to make rockets. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited that we have the elytra. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, get to our other end exit, like gateway question mark. Is that what they're called? I think so. So here we have our end gateway, as you can see. So this is a very, very, like, not so great for Bedrock, but also great for people who play Bedrock glitch that you can take. So I'm going to go ahead and gather myself just a little bit of endstone. And yeah, let's see how much of that did we get. Nine pieces, okay? So we're going to go ahead, place a single piece of cobblestone underneath here. We're going to go ahead, pillar up. Let's go ahead, yeah, get over here a little bit. Place a dispenser right here. Go ahead, put a bucket of water inside of it. Put a button right there, and there we go. Our end portal's gone, and this is how we're going to actually trap the wither. Can I hit that button again, please? Okay, there we go. So this is how we're going to trap our wither. Now what we need to do is get rid of that, get rid of the button. I don't care if I would lose those very much. We're going to take our map, go ahead and find which way points west. As you can see, actually, I've perfectly done it. So that arrow that I created there to kind of show me on the map, you can see it's really, really hard to see, but it's kind of in the center at the top, pretty close there. So that arrow is pointing west, so we can go ahead, and we've determined that that way's west. We're going to take our endstone, and I'm going to go ahead and build out a little platform right here. Like, just like so. And then going to... This is where things make it interesting. Okay. So I'm real quick gonna make a backup of the world, and then we'll see if this works. Okay, so a backup of the world has been made, and we're gonna see if this thing still works. I am very, very nervous because the possibilities of this failing is super high. So what you do is go ahead, surround the bottom of this with cobblestone. If my mouse would work, that'd be lovely. Okay, then you go up onto the west side, like a block away. You start and you place the blocks down to summon the wither. And this is where everything dies. Hopefully not. It worked! Oh my gosh, it actually worked! Let's go ahead and get ourselves up a blast shield. Okay. The wither is supposed to be damaging itself. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there, so I'm going to... I shouldn't have left my blast shield. Okay, blast shield time, blast shield time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, take off my elytra since don't want to lose those. Go ahead and put on my protection chest plate. And come on, why aren't you aggro? There you go. Hit yourself. That's how it's supposed to work. Then you can actually just come up here and hit the wither. Just like that. I'm not entirely sure why this guy isn't actually sending out any... I'm afraid though that... Oh, wait. Why is nothing actually happening? This is so weird. Okay, I want you to actually hurt yourself to the point in which you do the explodey boy. Because, oh, I just looked at that Enderman. Okay, come on, do your explodey boy. Okay, come on. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this with all 10 withers, and then I will catch you all once we have 10 nether stars. Okay. Went ahead and killed 6 withers. Actually, yeah, I killed 6 withers, and I'm gonna call that it for today since, I mean, with 6 nether stars, you can get literally every buff a beacon can give. For those of you who are very perceptive, yeah, you'll notice that I have 6 wither skeleton skulls instead of 12. Unfortunately, I want that sword. Where's my sword? Okay, unfortunately, 2 of our withers went ahead and just kind of yeeted themselves out into the void. So they're high key just gone forever. Yeah, they just bopped down there and went past the void, so they can never return. So I'm gonna go ahead, make my way back to the base. I'm gonna actually equip my elytra so we can get over there pretty quickly. And then yeah, the end's not gonna be a place that we're gonna be building very often, so especially the outer islands, so I'm not too worried about pillars, ugliness. But yeah, we have the nether stars, which means I can craft a beacon, and yeah, that means we can get on with our actual projects for today. And I'm super, super duper excited, and I'm going to be so glad that we have a beacon with efficiency 5 on my pickaxe. I'm probably going to need a better shovel, since maybe not. That shovel might last me a little bit, but not terribly long. I just want to make sure, so I head back towards negative 700, which is that way, and 1000, which is that way, so we're kind of headed off in that direction. So I'm going to go ahead, get myself over to that island, and see where we get from there. Okay, I will see you all back in the overworld. Actually, there's one more thing I need to do in the end first. One of the things I've noticed is that we're kind of a little bit sort of running out of obsidian back at our base. And I don't think there's any better place to get obsidian than in the end, where there is no end dragon and practically no chance of me being killed, because I'm gonna try my hardest not to look at any endermen. So we need obsidian for both the beacons and nether portals, which actually we're going to be building quite a few more of both of those in the future. So I'm going to clear out the smallest pillar all the way down to the end stone layer. I'm not going to clear out all the way down beneath because that would be quite a bit of time. As you can see, it takes a couple seconds for each of these pillars to get removed, or each piece of obsidian, sorry. But I'm going to remove the entire pillar down to the end stone layer, and then we will have so much obsidian that I hope we won't have to worry about it again for a while. I have just spent the past 10 minutes removing the entire obsidian pillar, and now it is flush with the end stone floor. And as you can see, we have just over 4 stacks, almost 4.5 stacks of obsidian. I think that will last us quite a while. At least I sure hope it will last us quite a while. But with some of the other projects that we have coming up, I don't think it will. But it will definitely be more than enough for our current project. So we're going to go ahead, spawn back here. We're going to... Oh, I just put a block down. Go ahead, sleep. And then I'm going to take you over to where our new project is going to be. Okay, so we're over here in this little dip in the valley, kind of right by our iron farm. Our iron farm's just right there. Our house is up there. Our dirt hut's just right over there. And so you can see I've gone ahead and I've laid out this circle. And now we're going to go ahead, set up our beacons. I have tons of emerald blocks from our AFK emerald farm. I went ahead, got myself a silk touch pickaxe. And we're going to set up our beacons with haste 2, so that way we can dig this thing all the way down to bedrock. And this is going to be a storage tile for some of our most common items, such as cobblestone, netherrack, stone just in general, and items that we should be expecting to get a lot of throughout this series. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a time lapse since spectator accounts do not exist quite yet on Bedrock Edition. But hopefully later on in this series, spectator accounts will be added and it'll be lovely. But until then, we are just going to have to do progress updates. So I'm going to go ahead, set up our beacon, and get digging all the way down. So we are over here at our giant circle. As you can see, I have laid out a little grid. So this, I'm going to be doing like a whole dig down to bedrock in each of these grids. So it's a little bit of 7 by 7. And I want to show you just how deep this is. These are going to be really, really massive. This is a massive, massive storage silo. And so each one of these is taking me about an hour. That took me about an hour to dig out. Unfortunately, once I reach Y level 15, our beacon kind of runs out. So I may have to move that down a little bit, but maybe not. I'll see if it really, really affects me. But yeah, it's going to take, like, this I'm estimating will take me 12 hours. So it's probably going to take a little bit longer for this video to come out compared to ones in the past. But as you can see from that, we've got 7 diamonds already. So this is already pretty dang profitable. And yeah. So we're going to get tons of resources. I think I've narrowed down most of the stuff I want to store. So we have, on each of these, there's going to be a total of 2 silos on each of like these big sections. So I'm going to have stone, cobblestone, dirt, andesite, diorite, granite. So that's 6. Netherrack, and then I honestly do not know what to do for the last one. If you guys could go down to the comment section, tell me what you think I should store in that last one. That would be freaking wonderful. But for the rest of you who are like, what are you going to do with all that extra space though? Don't worry, that extra space will be put to good use with like super smelters and other good things like that, maybe micro farms. So basically the entire area down there is going to be used. And then if you stick around for the end of this video, I also have a cool announcement that will, I think it's a cool announcement anyways, and it will kind of help us with build styles throughout the different areas in our world. So I'm going to see how much of this I can get done, and yeah, you guys won't see this until it's completely dug out. So take like a mental image of this in your head, and we'll compare it to what it's done in like so much time. This is going to take a while to dig out. Okay, well, I will catch you all once this has been completely dug out. And I'm terribly sorry for any of the background noise. It is currently raining and pouring outside. We love Colorado weather in the summer. So yeah, okay, I'll see you soon. It is done. The hole has been dug. You will not believe how long that took me. And if we go ahead, look behind me. This took me about 7 hours to dig out the entire thing, and each one of those chests that you see right there, each one of those is practically filled to the brim full of resources. You can see just how much has gone into this, but we didn't get terribly many diamonds. Here's like my valuables chest. We got till 17 diamonds, which albeit isn't great, but look at how much obsidian we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks and 12 pieces of obsidian, which is insanity. The rest of these, the enchanted books came from, I was repairing my pickaxe at my AFK emerald farm, since this pickaxe has mending on it. So yeah, that's where the enchanted books and emeralds came from. Did some trading with the wandering trader to get those. But yeah, now I guess, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead real quick, grab myself some stone, if I can find any. Yeah, this storage tile is going to be really nice to have. And we're going to make some stone bricks out of those. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and move that in there. Okay, so my plan for this is it's going to be the storage tiles, but each one of these is going to have 2 chests on either side with the indicator lights with the redstone lamps. And so those are going to be really nice to have, but also you'll find out the other purpose of this area way down there in the next episode, and I think it's going to be really cool and really fun to have. But I'm going to do something else with every single little area, so it's going to kind of be cornered off into 4 sections with a cross going through it like that. And so with each of the 4 sections, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build things that I'm probably going to want to use, and I'm getting lots and lots of lag right now, but I'm going to build up things that I'm going to probably want to have ready at hand, like a super smelter and yeah, different things like that. And then I'm also going to take this land, terraform it down so this is flush with the earth around it, so it doesn't like stick out and it doesn't become too much of a divot in the ground. But yeah, I'll go ahead and finish up this circle, and I'm going to do the terraforming probably in a later episode since this one's taken me quite a while to record, and my recording battery is running down, so once I release an episode, hopefully that will go back up. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. There is one more scene for this episode that I'm super excited to show you guys because I think it will unify a lot of the builds that we're going to be making on this world. And yeah, it should help me a lot with styling and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll catch you all once... Well, I won't catch you all once this is done. I will catch you on the next scene, which I will when I will be explaining what exactly have I been talking about with this unifying for the build. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, so we're now over here in a simple foam manipulation tool, and what I've done is I've used the program MCPE Viz Viewer by Plethora777 to create a map of our world and overhead view. I will be including a link to the GitHub for this project down in the description, but what I want to do now is kind of show you what my plans are. So I want to take inspiration from Hermitcraft since I am a huge fan of that, and I'm going to create districts to help us with buildings. So I'm going to go ahead. So our first district is going to kind of, let's see, will my pen work? Yeah. Okay, so our first district is going to kind of be this area right here. And this area here is going to be our modern district. Okay, and so then we're going to take this area just right over here and encompass our village. And that will be our rustic district. And that's quite a big district, but it will work out in the end. And then you can see here's the giant hole that we dug just kind of right there. I don't know if you can see where my pen's pointing, where the right click was. Here is our iron farm kind of in the center of the screen. And actually I'm going to change the lines a little bit right now. Draw. So our house is actually just right there, right in that little area that I just curtained off there. And so that will also be a part of the rustic district. And then right over here, we're going to have this area be a desert oasis. So this big chunk of land is going to be a desert oasis. And then I want to take a big chunk since I like building in this style. And we're going to make this entire thing over here futuristic. Then let's go ahead, save that real quick. And then what I want to do is I want to take this area. Let's see, so far we have successfully done modern, oasic, futuristic, and rustic. So my industrial district, I want this area right over here to be my industrial district since deserts do not need a lot of terraforming. So this area right along here will be industrial. And then this area here is going to be a fantasy district. So yeah, that's kind of my plans for how this world is going to be laid out. And I think we actually may have to increase modern a little bit, but not by terribly much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on filling up modern district first, since we already have the 2 builds there, and those are going to be modern centered builds. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead, fill in that district, and do a couple other cool things. But before we finish up this episode, there is one more thing that I want to do in the world, and I think it'll be pretty cool, and it's to celebrate Pride in June. So let's go ahead, head back over to the world. Okay, so as you can see from my hotbar, I've gone ahead and gathered up all the colors of wool that we need to make a simple rainbow pride flag, and I'm going to be doing it up by our house since I think this would be a nice location. It kind of stands over the rest of our building. You can see our giant hole over there, iron farm, our village, places like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you this design because I think it will look pretty cool in the end if I can actually place blocks in the correct place anyways. It's not going to be too tall, but it'll still be pretty high up here. And so our design starts like this. So we have our block out there, then we go up one block, and then we go up and over one block. Then we go over one block, then we go over one block, and then one more. And I'm actually going to pop down to the base real quick because I need to build up from the bottom. If I can actually hit blocks, that'd be lovely. So we're going to go ahead, scaffold up starting here. And then, yep, there we go. And then we drop down one. And then we go out by one. And then we go up one. And yeah, that's our flag design. So I'm going to actually finish this up on camera here so I can talk to you guys a little bit more. So as you saw in the previous clip, we are doing the districts, and that's like heavily inspired by Hermitcraft. I love watching the people on Hermitcraft. The main people I watch are False Symmetry, Tango Tech, Mumbo Jumbo, and Grian. Although I will watch the other hermits sometimes. And yeah, my goal is to have episodes that are of the quality of those hermits. And hopefully, eventually I'll be able to reach like a channel of the quality of those hermits and have like the viewer base that those hermits have as well. That's kind of my goal with this channel, is I just want to make that quality content that people want to see. And yeah, so I hope the districts are kind of a unifying section of this little world, in that it will kind of tie it together a bit more and make it feel a little bit more like it's done by professional Minecrafters, like those people, because those are kind of who I aspire to be. And yeah, so as you can see, our flag is done now, and let's go ahead, take a look at it, see if we like the design. We're gonna go ahead, just pop right over here, and there we go. It seems a little bit squished from this angle, and of course I've left a scaffolding block up there, because, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead, remove that, and then we'll take a look at it from an angle that we'll be seeing it from more often. So kind of down by the iron farm, since we're going to be working a lot in the modern district. So let's go ahead, head over here. I still have all these chests I need to clean up, but that will be happening in next episode. So if we go ahead, turn around. Yeah, that looks cool. It looks a little bit, I'm not sure, but I think it looks pretty cool. It looks, oh, I know what the word is. It looks a little bit shaded, and it's kind of hard to tell that's at an angle from here, but if we look at it straight on, can you see an angle? I think it looks pretty nice up there. I think we chose a good spot for the flag, and it definitely looks like a flag. And I want to just conclude this episode by saying Happy Pride Month to everyone. To everyone who's out there who is part of the queer community and who supports us, thank you. And that's it for this episode. I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.